Hello children, welcome to English class. In today's class, we are going to see the new chapter that is about how to identify irony in the text. So let us know about what is irony first. So what is irony? For example, as you are going to celebrate your birthday tomorrow, so what are your expectations will be? Like you'll be expecting the gift from your mother, gift from your father, and from your relations, and you'll be thinking about that tomorrow will be a special day for us, isn't it? So all these things, though the situation is off about the birthday, and the expectation is of that tomorrow's birthday I'll be getting lots of gifts, but the reality will be happen tomorrow. That means everyone forgot about your birthday. So this is the thing what irony means. For example, the people will expect, the person one who expect from others of the thing which he expect may not be happen for the particular person. So that is known as irony. So here they have given a clear view about the irony. The difference between what someone would reasonably expect to happen and what actually happens is called irony. So actually, the person will expect something from anybody, but the reality will be different. That is known as irony. So now listen, irony, to answer if a situation is an instance of irony. So now you come to know what you mean by irony, right? So we need to, if you have to find out the situation, we need to focus on three things. The first one is about the situation, the second is about expectation, and the third one is about reality. So these three are the structures to find out the irony from the text. So we ask ourselves these three questions. First, situation related question is of what is the situation? So I gave you an example. The situation is about the birthday party, isn't it? Then what will be your expectations? What would I normally expect to happen in such a situation? So you'll be expecting your gifts from everyone, each and everyone, right? And reality means what actually happened. So what actually will be going on to be happen tomorrow, we doesn't know, isn't it? So these are the three structures we need to find it out to check out the irony from the text. So here then we ask, is your expectations opposite to the reality? Yes. So if the answer is yes, the situation is an example of irony. For example, what you expected and it was happened oppositely means we'll tell it as irony. But what you have expected and that happened means it was not the irony. So here is the example given for you. So here they have given a sentence to find out the situation from this example sentence. Let us see if the following situation is an example of irony or not. So now we are going to check it out whether the situation is about whether it is irony or not. Soapy tries very hard to get arrested, but he fails. And he gets arrested just when he decides to change himself. So Soapy is a person. So he wants to get arrested so that he was doing so many mischiefs in his life. So at last what happened? No one is arresting him. So he was failed in that thing. But later on he come to know and he realized about his mistakes and he doesn't want to caught by the police, isn't it? But the thing is, it happened oppositely, that the man was arrested by the police, isn't it? So this is here you can see how many situations, two situations you saw. So once he was doing all the mischiefs, but the policeman was not catching him. The second thing, he want to realize his mistake and he want to live as a good man as he was arrested by the police. So here you can see two situations in that particular sentence. So here as well as what are the two situations in this example as we found out the examples, isn't it? So here Soapy tries very hard to get arrested, and that is the first situation. And the second one is of he decides to change himself, that he doesn't want to caught by the police. So that is the second situation. Now here, what would you normally expect to happen in these two situations? So if you are a person, what will you expect? Let us see now. So the expectation will be for the first situation is about we should have got arrested for all that he did. So you may realize that, isn't it? You may think that. So whatever I done, for example, so many things I did at that time, if I got arrested, it will be fine for me. But as I think I want to become a good man, I want to become a good person, at that time you got arrested means you will think something different, right? So in the situation 1, he should have got arrested for all that he did. But the situation 2 says he should not have been arrested because he hasn't doing anything wrong. So here you can see what actually happened in these two situations. Here Soapy does not get arrested because although he did all those activities like mischiefs, he was not arrested. But in the second situation, Soapy gets arrested. So here both the sentence tells both the situations was opposite. Both the situations were opposite, isn't it or not? The reality happened opposite. So here you can say that all your expectations in these two situations opposite to the reality. So here, yes, our expectations in these two situations are opposite to reality. So we can tell it as that this sentence belongs to the irony. Did you get me? So now it's your turn to identify if the given situation is an irony or not. So from the story, A Gift of Chapels, we are going to find it out whether it was the irony or not. So here is the picture for you, two pictures. So you can see the first picture. In the left side you can see some kinds of monsters was standing, and the kid was getting afraid of it, right? And the right side with the picture you can see that the blind man was helping the another person, isn't it? So this is the two pictures shows. Now what would you normally think or expect in this situation showed in the two pictures? So now the monsters are actually the ones afraid of the child. And the second picture says that the blind person is helped by the another blind person. So how could you find the irony here? In our daily lives, sometimes we expect something and something entirely different happens. So we'll be expecting something else, but it may happen oppositely, isn't it? So the difference between what someone would respond or reasonably expect to happen and what actually happens is called irony. So already we know that. So why this irony was used in this certain story or passage or content means because to make the readers into while they are reading itself they need to laugh, like that the reader will write the story. For example, the writers use irony to the stories to create humor and some suspense. So they need some surprising to think about the readers, isn't it? So let us now understand how to identify irony in a text using a situation from the story, A Gift of Chapels. So here we already read this story. It's a beggar man who doesn't want to work. He's always sitting in the park that was not his own park, and he thinks that it was a place of him, and he was young, although he was not working. He wanted to beg all the house every day. So as he was begging, the three fellows, three friends, as they find the beggar man without slippers, so Ravi gave the father's slipper to the beggar. So then the very next day the mother was giving the chapel, that means to the beggar he was giving, and in the second situation the mother gave his Gopu means Ravi's father's slipper to the music teacher. So here you can see the two situations. But Ravi is giving without the permission of his mother, but the Rukmani, he gives from his mind, isn't it? So as he want to help the music teacher, so he is giving the slipper. So these are the two situations as we find in this story, that is about Rukmani gives Gopu Mama's chapels to the music teacher when she comes to know that the children have given the music teacher's chapel to the needy beggar. So here what happens? So they have given the music teacher's slipper to the beggar. So here we can see the two situations happened here. So here what would I normally expect to happen in such a situation? So Rukmani gives Gopu Mama's chapel to the music teacher when she come to know that the children have given the music teacher's slipper to the needy beggar. So here, what will happen? How does the Rukmani feels? So here Rukmani was quite upset to know that the children gave away someone else's belongings. It was the belongings of music master, but that slipper he has taken and he gave it to the beggar. So she would do the same thing herself. She can't do the same thing, right? So yeah, the expectation would be Rukmani was quite upset to know that the children gave away some else belongings. So she won't do the same thing herself. So here what happened? Rukmani gave what actually happened. Now we are going to find out the reality here. Rukmani gave Gopu Mama's chappal to the music teacher. So this is the irony, isn't it? So this is what the reality happens here. But two situations happened. One is without the music teacher's permission, he gave the slipper to the beggar, and mother Rukmani gave the slipper to the music teacher. When she come to know about it, she got upset, isn't it? So the first sentence says that it was irony because it happened oppositely, isn't it? But the second sentence says no, because it was not irony. Since the expectation is opposite to the reality, the above situation is an example of irony. So now what you have to do is you have to be discussed with the irony. So already we have discussed about the irony with an example. Now the homework will be of, you need to read the practice question 3, that is of a great story was given for you, the Patel family blog. So you need to read the full thing and you have to answer the question which was given below, 3.1 and 3.2, and in unit 4, and you have to do the another homework.